Most people treat visualization like a vague exercise or wishful thinking. They close their eyes, imagine a dream car, their ideal future, or whatever, but Napoleon Hill taught something much deeper. He was the author of Think and Grow Rich, and I'm going to do my best to honor his message and honor how much it has changed my life. I used to play Think and Grow Rich every day while I was working for like the first year I was working. And honestly, that book has so many gems in it. You should definitely read it. Yeah, probably the most read book and listened to book I've ever read. For him, visualization was not a fantasy. It was a mental rehearsal for reality. The images you hold in your mind condition your subconscious, which in turn directs your actions. Done correctly, visualization becomes a bridge between imagination and achievement. It's the bridge between your vision and achieving it in reality. We're going to break down 7 secrets from Napoleon Hill that will teach you exactly how to use visualization to reprogram your thinking, energize your actions, and achieve the goals you've been postponing. Hold on. There's a cute kitten. Meow. Come here. Alright, the first thing. Create a clear mental picture of your definite major purpose. This is why having a single goal is so important, because you can kind of adjust everything else in your life to work around that one thing. It's not like you just have to be doing one thing for the rest of your life. That's impossible. But we can structure our entire lives around one thing. Hill's cornerstone principle was having a definite major purpose. A single, dominating life goal that organizes all your thoughts and actions. Visualization begins with clarity. You can't know the map to achieve something. You can't accurately visualize something until one thing has been determined as the thing that you are visualizing. Is how I took this. Write down your primary goal in one crisp sentence. Then each day, close your eyes and visualize yourself already living it. Like, don't just imagine yourself living it, like, be living it inside of your imagination. And that's a pretty big shift. Like I can imagine eating a hamburger right now. Or like drinking a smoothie. But then it's like picking up the hamburger and like biting into it, and like the meat juice gets on your face a little bit and you have to wipe it off, and you can like taste the bread and the lettuce and the cheese and the meat in your mouth, and it's like you can feel the texture in your mouth. That's visualizing accurately. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna write down our primary goal in one crisp sentence. Then each day we're gonna close our eyes, visualize ourselves already living it, see the environment, hear the sounds, feel the emotion, which is super important. The sharper the mental picture, the stronger the subconscious imprint. Like, I'm not going to share what my goal is, because that's between me and my creator. But know that I do this every day. Secondly, moving on, attach intense emotion to your vision. Hill warned that mere intellectual images won't stick. To program the subconscious, you need emotion, desire, faith, excitement. When you combine an image with feeling, your mind begins treating it as a lived experience. When you combine an image with feeling, your mind begins treating it as lived experience. Like, your mind can't tell the difference between what is real and what's not if your emotion is mixed in with it fully. And here's what we're gonna do. Kitty! 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 Okay, while visualizing, amplify the emotional charge. Imagine not just getting the promotion, but the pride of your family congratulating you. The relief of financial freedom. The thrill of achievement. Feel it fully. Like, sit yourself down, be the person that achieves what you want, and feel what that's like. Feel it. Every day. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Step 3. Repeat your vision daily until it becomes automatic. One-off visualization doesn't work. Hill emphasized using auto-suggestion, or feeding your subconscious through repetition. Each repetition etches the vision deeper until your mind accepts it as inevitable. Like, when you first start going on this new path, the old you is what is ingrained in your subconscious. So auto-suggestion to your mind through feeling your visualization and knowing it to be true is what we need to do to etch this new version of ourselves as the dominant version, so that eventually it becomes like an automatic process. Spend 5 to 10 minutes twice a day. Spend 5 to 10 minutes twice a day, morning and evening, replaying your vision. Repetition transforms visualization from a fleeting thought into a dominant mental pattern that drives consistent action. Feel like that's enough said. Number 4, back your vision with belief and faith. Hill said, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Belief is the fuel that turns mental pictures into physical outcomes. Without belief, visualization collapses into daydreaming. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that it's possible, it's not going to be possible. But I also noticed, like, if I didn't believe that something was possible, it's not like you can just, like, easily visualize it happening. So sometimes if you know you really want something, but you don't necessarily think if it's possible or not, just starting to move in the direction of the thing can then form the belief as you start to go. Like, when I started this YouTube channel, I had no communication skills. I didn't know what it took to be a YouTuber. I didn't know anything about editing. But just by taking a step every day, eventually that new version of myself became evident that, like, it was possible. So it's not hard to convince my mind that it's possible. Each time doubt creeps in, reaffirm your belief, preferably with action. But you could replace, "I hope this happens," with, "This is already on its way to me." Affirmations paired with visualizations reinforce faith in the vision. There's so many things that have happened that 100 years ago would have been conceived as impossible. So, what really is impossible? Number 5, link visualization to specific action steps. Visualization alone won't hand you results. Hill was clear that action must follow imagination. The purpose of visualization is to prime your mind to recognize opportunities and act decisively. The purpose of visualization is to prime your mind to recognize opportunities and act decisively. After each visualization session, write down one practical step you can take that day to move closer to your vision. Small, consistent actions compound into major breakthroughs. I started actually doing this about a year ago, where I visualize the future I want, and then I write down one step that I'm going to take to achieve it that day. But I do this in the morning. You can really do any version of yourself. It helps me to actually write it down because I'll easily forget and get off track personally. So I write it down. Step 6. Use sensory detail to make the vision real. Hill taught that the subconscious mind responds strongly to sensory input. The more vivid the visualization, the more convincingly your mind treats it as reality. The more vivid the visualization, the more convincingly your mind treats it as reality. And what we can do to actually do this is add layers of sensory detail. If your goal is to own a home, visualize the texture of the doorknob, the smell of the wood, the sound of laughter in the living room. The brain can't easily distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. The brain can't easily distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. You live in a world inside your head. You can create that world to be anything you want. And that's the bridge to achieve it in reality anyway. Step 7. Build a vision script and speak it out loud. Hill recommended writing down your desire statement, a clear, vivid description of the goal, the timeline, and the reward, and read it out loud daily. This transforms visualization into multi-sensory ritual: visual, auditory, emotional. All of these factors need to be present in our visualization. Visual, auditory, emotional. And what we can do for this step is draft a one-page vision script in the present tense. For example, it is December 31st, 2026, and I am celebrating owning a thriving business that generates $250,000 a year. I feel confident, free, and fulfilled. Speak it out loud with conviction every morning and evening. And to kind of recap, visualization in Napoleon Hill's framework is not passive. It's clear, you know exactly what you want. It's emotional, you feel it deeply. It's repetitive, You do it daily. It's faith-driven. You believe it's possible. Action-linked. You take steps toward it. Sensory-rich. You make it vivid. And scripted. You speak it out loud with conviction. Each secret builds on the others. When practiced consistently, they create a powerful mental operating system that aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions towards your goal. And why this matters now. Most people delay their dreams because the gap between where they are and where they want to be feels overwhelming. Visualization closes that gap by mentally moving you into the future reality today. When you live it in your mind first, your daily decisions naturally start matching that vision. As Hill said, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Visualization is how to train your mind to conceive and believe until achieving becomes inevitable. Here's a challenge for you this week. Choose one major goal you've been putting off. Write a one-page vision script about it and commit to visualizing it twice a day for 30 days. Pair each session with at least one action step. Watch how opportunities, ideas, and momentum begin to align with your vision. Thank you, and like and subscribe if you want more videos like these. You're a blessing, and never forget that I love you.